British veterans have told the BBC they saw civilians and children murdered by colleagues in the SAS and SBS. Well, let's talk to the Liberal Democrat MP, Mike Martin, who previously served himself in Afghanistan, now sits on the Defence Select Committee. Mike, welcome here to the programme. What do you make of these allegations?
Well, I think actually what we're seeing is yet more evidence in a long stream of evidence stretching back right back to 2017 when the Sunday Times first broke this story, and we've heard it now from multiple angles, and that this latest revelation is actually Special Forces soldiers themselves who are corroborating all of that previous evidence that we've heard from Afghan families and Afghan Special Forces. The weight of evidence is overwhelming that British forces committed war crimes in Afghanistan.
And if those allegations ultimately are proven, what does that say or imply, do you think, about the oversight of our special forces?
I think you raise a very important point. I mean, clearly, if proven true in the inquiry, we need a root and branch reform of our special forces. But there's also an anomaly I'd like to raise with you, which is that the UK Special Forces are the only bit of the government that has absolutely no parliamentary oversight. So even the intelligence services, MI5 and MI6, are overseen by a parliamentary committee. And of course the rest of the armed forces are overseen by the committee that I sit on, the Defence Select Committee. But UK Special Forces have no oversight, and allied nations like the US oversee and have parliamentary oversight of their special forces, and this is something that we really need to fix. One of the things that we need to fix if these allegations are proven true, to help us get back on the straight and narrow.
The MOD are really clear. They say they're fully committed to supporting the independent inquiry that's going on, and it's not appropriate to comment on individual events that may be within the scope of that. So that is what the MOD have said. But where are we? Again, I will preface this by saying, if the allegations prove to be true, where are we on, even now, potential prosecutions?
Well, I think prosecutions are going to come after the inquiry. But if I could just pick up on that point about the MOD. This morning they said that anybody who has information about this should go to the inquiry, as if they were an innocent party in this. Of course they should. But actually, in addition to the war crimes allegedly being committed, we also have plenty of evidence that the MOD, right up to the political level, potentially under David Cameron's government, oversaw a cover-up and tried to suppress information, including stopping a service inquiry, a police service inquiry into these allegations. And so I think we also need to look at the role of the MOD in this, and not just the troops on the ground who allegedly committed the war crimes.
Mike Martin, we have to leave it there, but thank you for joining us on the programme. Thanks for your time.